Coach Vaccaro tried to go long.
I'd like to remind you of the official.
Skrelly now 2 for 4 throwing the ball for 12 yards. And Skrelly takes it himself. He's got a hole, breaks it out to the outside, and running forward with men on his back for a pickup of 15. That's the 6th play of the drive. They're at midfield. They've gone 35 yards so far. That was Chris Skrelly's 7th carry on the day. He has 99 yards. Some motion on the line. Skrelly a pass, a 5-yard stop pattern, and it went through Zach Barnett's hands.
Second down, 10 to go.
So after completing his first 2 passes, Skrelly is throwing 3 incomplete passes in a row.
Come on, Haldane! Keep up nothing!
Time slowly winding down here. 2nd and 10. And Skrelly's going to go back to pass. He's got Barnett deep. The pass! Oh, tipped off his hands. The throw was just a tad overthrown. Zach Barnett ran that pattern perfectly, split the defenders, but nothing came of it. That'll be 3rd and 10. On that one, Barnett extended the arm, tipped off the edge of the fingers. It seems like Skrelly is trying to battle the wind, throw the ball through the air, and he's just putting too much on it. Man motion is Barron. Skrelly's going to run himself. Running left, he's brought down for a loss of 5, and the Jackets will be forced to punt. So the Jackets moved 35 yards, and then they were stopped. They ran into the wall. And with around a minute to go in the first half, they get punted away. Of course, Haldane being the explosive offense they have, they only need a couple of seconds. They can go for a 60-yard, 70-yard, even an 80-yard passing play.
I'd like to remind you of the hot dog, soda, water on sale.
Zach Barnett will do the punting work for the Jackets. Timeout was called by the Haldane Blue Devils. The Jackets will get the ball to start off the second half. Back to return the kick, number 15. That's Brendan Hackett. Number 88, Zach Barnett, ready to boot it away. Luis Guzman also back to accept the kick. The snap is low, and Barnett gets off a long one to Hackett. Hackett's going to try to reverse his field position, running all the way around to the end, getting some blocks, and is knocked down after a big return of 20 yards, just short of midfield. And now the Haldane Blue Devils have an opportunity to put some more points on the board just before halftime. Surprisingly, the Blue Devils have only gone to the air 4 times, but their quarterback, the signal caller Greg Anderson, has completed 100% of his passes. So the Jackets secondary having a tough time with Anderson's precision. Split right is Hackett. Look for them to go long to him. And Anderson is going to take himself running left, gets around the end, and just steps out of bounds. Picks up 7 on the play.
Go Haldane!
24 seconds showing on the clock. That's the unofficial time. Time is kept on the field by the referees. Anderson spins around, hands it off to Guzman, and he runs forward. That was Griffin, actually. Picked up a few yards on play, short of the first down, and the Blue Devils call timeout.
Timeout for Haldane Blue Devils.
Really surprised that the Haldane Blue Devils are reluctant to go to the air. I guess they've been so explosive on the ground today, especially in their last drive. I feel they can get somewhere doing that now. Ball is on the Jacket 42. They're bringing out the chains for the old measurement. And Haldane is going to be just short. So it'll be 3rd and inches, but with 17 seconds to go, it doesn't really make a difference. So chances are they'll run 2 plays anyway, if they can't convert on the first one. Haldane has used up all their timeouts. So if they have a long completion over the middle, but it's short, but they can't get out of bounds, while the clock will momentarily stop for the first down, they'll have to hurry. Hackett split left. 3rd and an inch. Man in motion. And toss it to him. They run a reverse. It's going to be a reverse pass to the quarterback, Anderson, who makes the catch at the 30, down to the 20 and tackled, but he gets out of bounds. Can you say shenanigans? Because they can say it in our upstate in Haldane. A 20-yard pickup. And talking about putting the shoe on the other foot, all year long, it's been Anderson to Hackett. This time they run the reverse pass, the double reverse pass, and Hackett ends up throwing a 20-yard completion to the quarterback, who is wide open out there. That really puts in perspective the outstanding talent by the quarterback, Greg Anderson. This might be the last play of the first half. Haldane has to go 25 yards. Hackett split out to the left. Anderson, he's going to roll out left. Back to pass. He's looking for Hackett. He fires it, and Chris Skrelly with an excellent job defending. Bumped Hackett as the ball got there and knocked it away. Let's see if there's time remaining on the clock. And that's going to be the end of the half. So an excellent job by Chris Skrelly there. Nice try by Haldane to put the ball in the end zone, but they were unable to do it. At the end of the first half, it's 14-7. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the semifinals of the Section 1 Class D playoffs. It's 14-7 Haldane. The Jackets will receive to start the second half. Back to receive, Christopher Captain Skrelly and Paul Titus. And both teams extremely fired up. Both teams took quite a yelling in the halftime meeting. It's been an excellent matchup so far. Very close game. And basically in the second half, just look for a thriller. And there's the boot. It's a little squib kick, and the ball's loose. And the Jackets fall on it. It should be Jacket ball. I saw Ed Bash fall on the ball. Unless it's ripped away from him. But how do you like that? The head coach of the Haldane Blue Devils trying to toy things up here. Get a quick start to the second half, and it does not work as the Yellow Jackets have recovered the football. Let's start off at their own 37. And the give is up the middle to Ashman. Picks up 3 on the play. Sean Ashman in the first half, 13 carries for 64 yards. Second and 7. The give is to the bull again. And he bulls his way forward as he lowered the horns, but he only picked up 2 on the play. This is the Jackets' 5th possession of the game. It'll be 3rd and 4. It would be huge if the Jackets could start off by moving the football. And back to pass, a little pop pass, and Barnett dropped it. Went through his hands, couldn't come up with it, and the Jackets will be forced to punt. That was the 7th pass attempt by Chris Skrelly. He completed the first 2. He has now thrown 5 incomplete passes in a row. Not all of them were his fault, but the Jackets having trouble converting through the air. They'll be forced to punt it away. And they jump off sides. The Hastings does an excellent job of the punt freeze. What happens is the Jackets line up their men. They're standing up. Sean Ashman screams, "Ready to go." And then they hop down. It's a completely legal thing. They just go into the 3-point stance all at once, and Haldane jumped off sides. So the Jackets will pick up the first down because it's a 5-yard penalty. And talk about a momentum swinger. That could be one. So 1st and 10 from midfield for the Yellow Jackets. Skrelly takes it himself, running left, picks up 5 on the play, and then's knocked back. But he was knocked all the way back to the line of scrimmage, but The forward possession should give them about 3 or 4 yards. They only give them 3.
Short gain of about 2 yards.
Now they're into Blue Devil territory. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 48. Barnett split out to the left this time. They run Barron in motion. They fake the jet sweep. They give you Russack, and he's pounded down after a pickup of 2. That's only the bus's 2nd carry of the game. He's got 6 yards. And he got absolutely upended on that one. He powered through, but an excellent hit by one of the linebackers of Haldane. So it'll be 3rd and 5. And Skrelly back to pass on the waggle. And he fires out. Russack almost made an outstanding catch, but he couldn't come up with it as he's helped up by a Blue Devil defender. The throw is high. Russack leaped in the air, couldn't come down with it, and once again the Jackets will be forced to punt. A 6-play drive ends at the Haldane 46. That is the 6th incomplete pass thrown in a row by Skrelly. The snap, and Barnett boots a sailing kick, and it's fielded by 34. He tries to reverse his position. He's being chased after. Pete Rosenstein makes the play, and along with Paul Titus, all the way down to the Haldane 12. A 38-yard punt and an 8-yard return. And Haldane will start off deep in their own territory. The Jackets ran the ball 23 times in the first half, threw the ball 5 times, and the Haldane Blue Devils also ran the ball. They ran the ball 22 times, and they went to the air for 6 attempts. Anderson is 4-5, 80% for 20 yards in the air. And he's hit 4 different receivers. So Blue Devils start off from their own 12. And Anderson takes himself running right in the backfield, breaks a tackle. Paul Titus comes up now and makes the hit. A pickup of 3 for Anderson. Up to the 15. You know, the Jackets had Anderson done in the backfield. They couldn't come up with the tackle as he spun his way out of there and fell forward for a few yards on the play. Nice job by Paul Titus making the tackle from behind, or else Anderson could have gone for more. The give is up the middle, and a big hit by Al Santamaria. Stopping Guzman short. It'll be 3rd and 3. Man in motion. And Anderson pitches out. Ball's loose. And advantage. It's still loose. And it's still loose. The ball all over the field. And it's going to be recovered all the way down at the 5-yard line by the Hastings Yellow Jackets. A turn of events. The ball popped out of there. Paul Titus fell on it, and the Jackets are in business, baby. It'll be first and goal from the 5. 14 to the 7, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I don't think it's going to be for too long. Look for the Bull to pound it in. The Bull sees red in front of him. It's 5 yards away. He takes it, pounding forward, dives, and just short. He didn't cross the plane. A nice run, though, by Ashman. So Ashman picks up 4 on the play. They give it to Ashman again, and he dives in end zone. It's 14 to 13, and the Jackets are right back in it. Sean Ashman comes up with his first touchdown on the day. A 1-yard punch in. And Titus on for the extra point. This is very big to tie it up. The snap, the kick, it's up and wide. He pulled it left. So the Jackets are down by 1, but the 6 points are on the board. That drive for the Jackets, 2 plays. Both carries to Sean Ashman, 5 yards. Paul Titus has been fantastic for the Jackets all year, converting on almost all of his kicks. Just pulled that one left. And Haldane has a 1-point edge. Even so, the momentum has swung.
Let's go, Haldane! Let's get the score!
Back to receive for Haldane, number 15, the senior captain, Brendan Hackett. And number 34, Luis Guzman. And Titus boots it away. Hackett is there. And he drops it. The ball goes all the way back into his own end zone. And he's going to have to run it from the 5. And a whistle was blown. You know, they can't give him the touchback because he touched the ball before the ball crossed the plane and went to the end zone. But they give it to him anyway. They get the ball to 20. High school rules, it could be different. So Haldane catches a break that the ball ended up going into the end zone. And they get the ball at their own 20-yard line. And they run a little counter, and he's dropped in the backfield. That was Dylan Griffin. Didn't pick up a yard on the play. That was Griffin's 8th carry of the day. He's got 63 yards so far. Hackett split out to the left. Anderson, they run the sweep. Right, 24. Fumble, the ball's loose, but they rule he was down by contact before the ball came loose. That was Griffin again. They ruled that the ground caused the fumble. Therefore, the ball spotted where it went down. And it's going to be third and about 1 inch. And to give us to Griffin again, he's hitting the backfield and dropped for a loss. That was actually number 34, Guzman. And Haldane complaining about this spot, but it was an excellent spot. It's going to be 4th and an inch. And this deep in their own territory, I have to assume they're going to punt. You know, now they're bringing out the chains just to get the measurement. And first down so they do pick up the first down. They brought the chains out and they got it by an inch. So the Devils' drive is alive. And Anderson hands it off. Running left. Tries to cut it back inside. Nothing doing. That was Griffin. Santa Maria along with Sean Ashby on the tackle. Actually, Griffin was dropped for a loss of a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they come out with a Hackett split left and a man split right. And Anderson back to pass, under pressure by Russack. Now he fires you over the middle, intercepted by Josh Barron. Josh Barron comes up huge with an interception. And it will be jacket ball at the Haldane 35. So 2 turnovers for the Blue Devils to start off the second half. And the Jackets are fired up. Scully gives it to Ashman, running left, has a hole and falls forward for 5 on the play. Scully takes it himself, running left, cuts it up, and comes up close to the first down. That's only Anderson's 4th interception thrown in 100 attempts. So a huge play by the Yellow Jacket defense. As Scully picked up the first down. This is Hastings' 7th drive of the game. Skrelly hands it off to Sean Ashman, who's hit in the backfield and rolls forward for 3. That last carry was Chris Skrelly's 10th carry on the day, and it put him over 100 yards. So he's got a 100-yard rushing game. He's at 103 right now. So he's averaging 10 yards a carry. Not that bad. I think Coach Vaccaro will take that any day. Sean Ashman also up there. He's got 82 yards on the day so far. And Skrelly takes this one himself, running around the end, cuts it up, and picks up 7 on the carry. That's going to be close to the first down. Ball's marked at the 13-yard line. And they give him the first down. So a pickup of 7 on the play for Chris Skrelly. And the Jackets are really moving the football. Their first drive of the second half, they got stopped. Not 3 and out. They picked up 1 first down, then got stopped. But in these last 2 possessions, they've been moving the football. Ashman takes it now, running left. And he falls forward for 2. Or 3. That's Sean Ashman's 20th carry of the game. He's got 85 yards. Averaging just over 4 yards per carry. And he's been the workhorse all day long. Ashman gets it. No, Skrelly takes it this time. And he falls forward after getting hit after he rounded the end. Picked up 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and short. Now, we are definitely in Paul Titus's range. I'm sure, of course, he would prefer the touchdown, but he'd love to make up for that missed extra point with a field goal. But, you know, Coach Vaccaro, a very conservative coach, this is probably 4-down territory for him. You never know, though. Barnett split out to the left. Skrelly hands it off to Ashman, breaks the tackle, and he picks up the first down. At least he appears to have picked up the first down. He has. He gets it down to the 3-yard line. They're going to do a measurement. And this is a big play here. If they pick up the first down, and they do. So now the Jackets have 4 opportunities to go 2 yards and take the lead here with the $1:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Coming up on the 8th play of this drive. The give is to Ashman, runs forward, touchdown, Yellow Jacket touchdown, Yellow Jacket touchdown, and the Jackets take a lead. Midway through the second half, the Jackets bounce back on top. It's 19-14, a 5-point lead. They'll go for 2, try and make it 7. But the Jackets just knocked the Blue Devils out of the driver's seat. That was Ashman's 22nd carry and his 2nd touchdown of the day. A 2-yard pounding into the end zone. This game has been everything we expected and more. Solid execution on both sides this second half, though. 2 turnovers by Haldane, and the Jackets have 2 touchdowns off the turnovers. Now, what this two-point conversion does, if the Jackets can convert, it becomes 21-14. And since Haldane does not have a place kicker, that would mean if they were to score another touchdown, they would have to make the two-point conversion to take the lead. However, if they fail to do that, the Jackets would be up by a point. So, in fact, it's almost a gutsy call here going for two, because if they don't make it, Haldane has the opportunity to take the lead if they score. But if they kick the extra point, then the best Haldane could do is tie. Man in motion. And Skrelly back to pass, under pressure, fires, incomplete. Skrelly was looking for Pistol Pete Rosenstein, and he just overthrew him. Perhaps it's the wind, but Chris Skrelly has thrown 7 incomplete passes in a row now. Nevertheless, the damage has been done. Jackets are up by 5. That last play was an 8-play. That last drive was an 8-play drive. Jackets marched 32 yards and put it into the Blue Devil end zone. Back to receive. This time they have a Griffin and Guzman. Hackett will not be receiving the kickoff this time. Paul Titus sets the kickoff. And he boots it away. A high sailing kick. It's going to be fielded by Griffin at his own 15. Running left, up to the 20, the 25, out to the 30. Spins away from a tackle. And is brought down at the 33. So an 18-yard return by Dylan Griffin, and Haldane will start off at their own 33-yard line. This is going to be a very big drive for Haldane. The last 2 drives have gone nowhere. And Anderson hands it off to Griffin, running left, tries to get around the end. He's hit by Ed Bash hard after a pickup of 2. That was Dylan Griffin's 11th carry of the day, and now he's 75% of the way to 100 yards on the day. Ed Bash came up and made the tackle. Griffin thought he was going to turn the corner, but Bash just said no on the wall and knocked him over. Hackett split out to the right. And Anderson, they run the reverse. Number 22 has a huge hole, and he cuts it back inside, still on his feet, brought down by Al Santamaria. A pickup of 20 yards on the carry, and that hurts. That's only his 2nd carry. On the day, he has 45 yards. First and 10 from the Jacket 45. And Guzman spins his way out of trouble, cuts it back inside, still on his feet, and he gets a block. and it springs him for an extra 15 yards. A pickup of 25 on the play by Guzman. And the Devils are now 3 plays. They've gone 50 yards. They're deep into Jacket territory at the 22-yard line. Just an example, once again, of how potent this Blue Devil offense is. Timeout's going to be called by head coach Joe Vaccaro. But the Blue Devil offense is not quitting. That's not a timeout, actually. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. And at the end of that third quarter, it's 19-14 Hastings, with Haldane driving down to the Hastings 18-yard line. So far, a 3-play, 50-yard drive. Hastings struck first in this game with a 55-yard scamper by Chris Skrelly. Haldane came back, made it 7-6 Hastings. Then Haldane scored again. It was 14-7. That's how the first half ended. The Jackets scored 2 touchdowns in the third quarter, both off the hands of Shauna Ashman. On a 2-yard touchdown run and a 1-yard touchdown run. .12 to go here, and this is probably going to turn out to be some of the most exciting 12 minutes we've had all year. Not only is it the semifinals, but it's been a back-and-forth game. Very close. Both teams have had the leads at different points. Anderson sets. It's a little counter. And Griffin was brought down immediately. This drive, they've gone a run for 2 yards, a run for 20 yards, a run for 25 yards, and now the 1-yard carry. 2nd and 8. Man in motion for the Devils. Anderson back to pass. He tucks it. He's going to run. He's got some room. Gets a block. And the ball comes loose, but it's caught out of the air by Griffin. The ball popped loose. And Haldane caught a break because it went right into the hands of, I believe that was Guzman. And Haldane retains possession. So it ends up being a pickup of 5 on the play. 3rd and 3. Anderson loses the football on the snap, but he picked it up and then fell forward, and actually he got a yard on the play, but it's going to be 4th and short, so the Jackets get another break. And actually, they could come measure. It was 3rd and 3. That was a heads-up play by Anderson because he fumbled the ball, and he must have picked it up and just fell forward. Usually that ball that goes for a loss. So he picked up 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and about a foot, and this is going to be the biggest play of the drive. Hastings needs a big stop. The number 1 receiver, Hackett, split out to the right. In the backfield, Guzman. And they give us to Griffin, and he's hit, but he falls forward and picks up the first down. And now it's going to be 1st and goal. The ball's on the Jackets' 6-yard line. Now Anderson ready. And a little pop pass, complete, touchdown. Haldane gets into the end zone. That's the second time they've ran that little pop pass to number 30, and both times he's converted. That's his 2nd completion in the day for 15 yards total. Now they're going for the 2-point conversion. Anderson hands it off up the middle. It's wide open. Then they run through. Now the Blue Devils are in the driver's seat. It's 22-19. But plenty of time, 10 minutes remaining in the game. Plenty of time for the Jackets to come back. The Jackets may not have John Elway, but they do have Chris Skrelly, a kid that knows about gritty, hard-fought games and who's prepared to lead his team to victory. The winner of this goes to the Section 1 Class D Finals. The loser will play a consolation game in the Consolation Vault. Back to receive, Paul Titus and Chris Skrelly. If you recall last time, the ball took an awkward bounce and got by Titus. We'll try to prevent that from happening this time. Also, Haldane tried that little kick, almost a squib trying to get the ball. Hastings has to be on the lookout for that. And here it is. And it's a deep boot, and it goes over Paul Titus' head, but goes into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback. A line drive kick, Paul Titus just misjudged it, and while he did touch it, high school rules, if it goes into the end zone, it's a touchback. So the Jackets have their work cut out for them. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 20. Longest drive of the game was the 61-yard drive. That was Hastings' first possession of the game. It was 2 plays, 61 yards. That was more of the explosive play. He gives to Ashman, and he runs forward for a gain of 4.
Hand off to Ashman.
Zach Barnett split out to the left. 2nd and 6. Chris Skrelly gets the carry. This time he's wrapped up in the backfield, but breaks the tackle, loses the football. It's picked up by Alvaro Santamaria. And the Jackets catch a break that Al Santamaria picked it up. He tried to run with it, but there was nowhere to go. Skrelly loses a few yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. You saw some of that never say die attitude there by Chris Skrelly. He was wrapped up in backfield, broke the tackle, but nothing could come of it. Barnett split right. Watch for the big fade. And Skrelly's going to go back to pass. He's got Barnett wide open. He fires it short and incomplete, almost intercepted, so it's going to be 4th and 10. Zach Barnett ran a bit of a stop there, but I don't think Skrelly saw him. And they're going to be forced to punt. Haldane will get the ball with great field position. So Jackets go 3 and out. Chris Skrelly's 8th incomplete pass in a row. And I think that might be one of the differences in this game is Barnett boots it away all year long. It's fielded by Hackett, and he's wrapped up by Migliore at midfield. Excellent punt coverage. But as I was saying, all year long, the Jackets have somehow found or they've managed to get those key plays in the air and get the completions. Chris Skrelly 2 for 10 for only 12 yards today. If the Jackets convert on just 1 or 2 of those crucial 3rd or 4th downs, it could be a different story. Anderson hands it off. Guzman running right. He's wrapped up in the backfield by Josh Barron. A loss of 4 on the play. So the Jackets defense keeps their composure. They know the game is not over. Jackets know their job is to stop the Blue Devil offense. If they can do that and give the offense a chance to score, they've done all they can. Man in motion. And a false start on number 71 of the Haldane Blue Devils. That'll knock him back 5 more yards. All day Haldane has been going on a little bit of a hard count, so the Jackets don't get a good jump. And really, they've been a very disciplined team. Haven't taken too many penalties. That was their first false start of the day. It'll be 2nd and 20, but as we've seen, this is definitely something Haldane can convert on. And Anderson calling it audible at the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. And he takes it himself, rolling out, looking downfield, fires, incomplete. Excellent coverage by the Jacket secondary. There was nowhere for Anderson to throw to. He had to keep rolling. He had to throw a ball, or else he would have ran out of bounds for a 10-yard loss. Although Anderson was hot early, he has completed 1 of his last 4 passes for 6 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 20. Let's see if they run one of those shenanigan plays. Anderson back to pass. He's looking up top, fires, and it's caught, but he's knocked out of bounds by Josh Barron. A 15-yard pickup on the play. That's number 30's 3rd reception of the day. He's got 30 yards. But they did not pick up the first down, so they'll be forced to punt. Now, Jackets have to be careful they don't get drawn off sides here, because if they do, it's going to be a first down. There's the tap, and it's a fake. They throw it, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass. And that, my friends, is humongous. You know what? It was complete, but Guzman fell down. Excuse me, that was Griffin. He fell down, and it's going to be short of the first down. And first of all, that's a great play call. Hastings was not expecting it. Griffin was wide open. He caught the pass. Maybe that's a football gods tripping him up there. Could not convert. Jackets get another break. They'll start off at their own 40-yard line. Ashman gets the carry. And he pounds forward for 6.
Second and 5.
It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Jackets from their own 46. Time winding down here in this second half. 6:50 to go. And it gives to Ashman. He's got a hole. And he fires through it, picking up another 5 yards. And they could bring out the chains as Ashman very close to the first down. Sean Ashman now 25 carries for 103 yards. He's been consistent all day, and that's exactly what Coach Vaccaro wants out of him. He's had 4 yards. He's averaged 4 yards a carry, and it looks to be just short of the first down. So Jackets will have 3rd and inch to go. But like I said, Ashman's been consistent all day. So Vaccaro's got to have a lot of confidence running the ball up the middle to Ashman.
Come on, defense!
Ashman and Strelly, the leading rushers in the game. Strelly with 115 yards, Ashman now 103. So a big play in the drive here. Jackets trying to get deeper into the Haldane zone. The give is to Ashman right. He picks up the first down and still on his feet, ramming his way forward. A pickup of 5. A cold winter's day here, but the Hive is alive with the sounds of football. A 22-19 game in favor of the Haldane Blue Devils. Skrelly trying to lead his team to Mount Vernon. 1st and 10 from the 43. It'll be Ashman again, and he's got another big hole. Pounds forward for 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. This is the football that Coach Vaccaro has played all year long. They're just grinding out, running it to Ashman. He just keeps getting the 4 and 5 yards. The offensive line is doing an outstanding job firing out. Great blocking. And now he only picks up 2 on that play. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2.5 yards to go. Definitely the Jackets are in 4-down territory, especially this late in the game.